I have a really fun job, and I work with preschoolers, and it's taught me a lot about honesty over the past few years. It's a really great to spend your time with small children, and they really do tell it like it is, and they give you an extremely honest perspective about the world and how it works. I enjoy preschoolers for a lot of reasons, but their relationship with honesty is really unique and special. If you want a clear picture of how the world works and you want an honest answer, just ask a preschooler. But don't actually ask them, or they'll look at you like you're crazy for asking them such a silly question. But if you watch the things they do, you'll see how the world works. One day, right after I had my first preschool job, there was a group of children playing house, and it was time for cleanup. So we sang the cleanup song, and everybody was cleaning up, except for this one little boy. Joshy is still sitting in the chair, and he's sitting there. I said, "Josh, it's time to clean up." And he looked at me and he said, "I know." I said, "Well, are you going to help your friends?" He said, "No." I said, "Why not?" He said, "Because we're playing house and I'm the dad." You know, we all laughed. His mom laughed a little bit. She didn't think it was quite as funny as we did. So you can tell a lot about people, about how the adult world works by how children mimic it. One day at Head Start, we had set up a little shop in our dramatic play area, and we had a cash register, and all the children could come into the play clothes and they were shopping, and then other children were cashing them out. And I was the bagger. So Ella comes over and she's her arms full of stuff, and she puts it down, and the cashier counts the things, and I start putting it all in a bag, and she says, "Miss Crystal, do you have 2 bags?" I said, "Ella, I think it will all fit in 1 bag." And she said, "No, we need 2 bags. We need to put 2 things in this bag, and that's the bag we show Daddy. The other bag can stay in the car." And I just thought, that's pretty funny, because that's probably something she's seen before. And she was funny about it. It was cute, and her mom had a good laugh. The other thing that children are really honest about is anything you ask them a question, they're going to tell you pretty much the truth. So don't ever ask them anything that you don't want to know the truth about. One day, my coworker had just gotten her hair cut and permed. It went from straight to curly. And at circle time, she said, "Do you guys like my new hair? Did you notice it was different about me?" And everybody's like, "Oh, we love your new hair. We love your new hair." And one student piped up and he said, "I like it because it's just like my grandma's dog. Do you guys go to the same doer?" And his grandmother had a poodle. You also do not ever want to ask a child if you can wear their jacket, wear their clothes, or fit in their playhouse, because the answer will probably make you feel large. And they'll probably say, "It doesn't fit you, you're too big." So another thing about the honesty about preschoolers is they're just old enough to know the rules and to still kind of want to break them, but fortunately they haven't masterminded how to enact a plot yet. So they'll do a lot of things that are really funny because they're trying to be dishonest, but they're just not very good at it yet. One day I was eating lunch with a group of kids after recess, and sitting right next to me were 2 boys, one right across from each other. And at recess, a ball had gone over the fence. And when the balls go over the fence, we can't get them till later in the day. So once they're over the fence, they're out of play for a little while. And the 2 boys were talking about how to get their ball back. And very loudly, they discussed their secret plan. It was a really smart plan. They're going to push the picnic table over when nobody was looking and climb over the fence and get their ball back. It wasn't until I said, "How are you going to make sure the teachers aren't looking?" that they realized they'd had the whole conversation right in front of me. And then there's always the really sweet, obvious fibs, like, "Did you eat the cookies?" "No, I absolutely didn't eat the cookies." "Well, how did the chocolate get on your face?" "I absolutely don't know." "No, I didn't write on my desk." "Yes, this is my desk." "Yes, those are my markers." "Yes, that is my name, but I really didn't do it." So the reason I like the sweet little fibs is it shows they're growing a conscience. They just don't know quite what to do with it yet, but they'll get there. The one thing about preschoolers that I really love is the one thing they're always honest about is love. They love unconditionally, and when they love you, they're so honest about it. It's so pure, it's so true, you can never deny it. And they love their friends the same way, and they love their teachers the same way. They'll run across grocery aisles to hug somebody they love, and they might get a little irritated or frustrated over a stolen swing, or, "That was my spot." But the next day they're right back on target with giving great hugs and being just full of love. So it's been a wonderful time working with preschoolers, and I've enjoyed it, and I look forward to many more years of their stories and their honesty.
Very good.